So at the start of this year, I started buying some new clothes, and then the virus hit. And so it started me buying clothes online for the first time ever because I've never done that. And originally, when I was just gonna buy like, regular type shirts that I always wear, but then I saw this cool Batman shirt. And so I ordered it, but it never came because they sold out. But then I started buying all these other like, pop culture-y, like, nerdy, comic booky type stuff. And so this is what I got. The first three shirts I bought was actually a Batman, Spider-Man, and Iron Man shirt. And I got them from, I think it's called In My Parents' Basement, which is a United States company. And yeah, that's the Batman shirt that never came because it sold out. But yeah, this was the first shirt I bought, and it's a pretty cool Spider-Man one with the reflective lenses of the city, and this is of course the Sam Raimi. Oh no, wait, it's Amazing Spider-Man 2. Oh wow, who knew? Normally I buy like a large or like an extra large shirt. When it comes to a lot of these sellers, like you have to pay close attention to the size chart because if it comes from like China, their sizes large is completely different from American large. And that's the mistake I made when I bought babymetal shirt. I bought a large and this thing is kind of tight, not really. But I should have got an extra large. Buying this shirt was kind of difficult because it's kind of like I've always wanted a babymetal shirt. And if you ever look online, and you'll see that they have like lots of designs, but I wanted one with their faces, and that's the difficult part right there because this band doesn't really advertise too much of their merch, and they don't really make too much newer stuff. And a lot of the shirts that have their faces on it, as you can see, is when they had three members in the band, when Yui was in there. Wait, is this Yui or this Moa? I can't really tell. That's what I got did. When they was younger and their pigtails, man, used to confuse the crap out of me. But yeah, it's just like a lot of these pictures of them when they was younger. And, being a grown man, you don't really want to walk around in a shirt with a bunch of like little kitty girls on there because people gonna look at you funny. So I tried to find the one that like they look the most like mature or at least like smaller print size shirt. And the logo is like pretty tiny on there. They really need to update their stuff, like seriously. And I decided to go basic with the whole Digimon thing, just a simple logo, me just like show my representation of the show. And like they had some with the actual Digimon and the Digidestins on there. But I decided just to not really go with it because it was more of the Digimon Try, and I hate Digimon Try. If I could have found, there was one that was a 3D print, but I didn't get it because at that time I really didn't want to spend like close to $26 for a shirt. Which yes, these shirts are around the price depending, like say $10 to $26 at the most. When I couldn't get the other Batman shirt, I opted for this one, which is pretty cool in design, but when you wear it, it's kind of weird. Like it just looks weirdly positioned, and it's one-sided. It's a 3D print, but it's one-sided for some reason. One thing about these 3D print shirts I really don't like is that they're 100% polyester. I don't mind a polyester shirt. I actually like them, but the material on these polyester shirts is very thin, and I'm really scared when I put them on, I'm gonna rip them. I just had to get a goosebump shirt. I'm like a goosebumper for life. It all started with the books when I was in middle school, then the show came out and I was like so excited. Then the first movie came out, I hesitated, but then I watched it. It was pretty good. I haven't watched the second one yet. I heard the reviews aren't as good as the first one. I can't wait for the Netflix show. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. Like big time. Like at first I wasn't watching it because I didn't even know it existed. And then I was watching this other show on Sunday nights, and my one friend's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "Oh, this one show." And she's like, "Why aren't you watching Walking Dead?" I'm like, "Well, what's that?" And then I started watching it and I just fell in love with it. Of course, the newer seasons aren't as great as the older ones, but hey, Originally, I was gonna get the one with all the faces on it, But then I decided to get the one with the logo because I decided, okay, you know how like as a celebrity, you're a fan of them, you like them, and then they say or do that one thing that's like totally messed up and it pisses you off and you're no longer a fan. Yeah, because of that, I've decided never really to go with like a person on my shirt. However, I had to get this shirt. I had to get Emma Stone, not Emma Stone, Emma Watson. I had to get Hermione. This is a really cool 3D print shirt. Yeah, it came from America. It's like the final battle shirts. I got it from Walmart. It has like all their faces. And this is the front of the shirt. And being a huge Harry Potter fan that I am, I just had to like get this shirt. This shirt was the most difficult franchise shirt I had to get. Why does it look rose gold? It's like gold gold. Okay, trust me, it's gold gold, but for some reason the light hits it and makes it look rose gold. This is like the hardest shirt I had to pick other than baby metal. And it's kind of the same reason. It's kind of like, I'm a huge Sailor Moon fan, but let's face it, Sailor Moon is super girly. And their shirts are ultra girly. Like they take inspiration from mostly the manga and Sailor Moon Crystal, and they're some of the most like feminine, like seductive, like poses you will see. So trying to find one for like a grown man walking around was really hard. Originally, I picked this shirt. Okay, yeah, so the white shirt you see, at first I had that one, but I had to send it back because it's an actual girl shirt. So I bought extra large thinking it would be baggy on me, and it wasn't. It was super tight, and it was like a skinny shirt, and I didn't want to walk around like that. So I opted to get this one instead. And I got an extra large just to hope it'd be like a little bit extra baggy, and it's not. But it's kind of tight, but not as tight as the other one. But I figured, who's really gonna pay attention too much to this when shirts be like wrinkly and crinkly and stuff like that? And last but not least, my Avatar: The Last Airbender shirts. This is an awesome shirt. It was worth the wait of like 2 or 3 weeks for it to come. As you can see, it's from the DVD poster of the third season. When I went walking around the store in this, like the grocery store, like a lot of old folks shop in my grocery store, not really a lot of young people. But some of the younger ones that were there, like in their 20s and 30s, they saw me wear this shirt. And it was like the first time ever in my life somebody has actually like, gave me compliments on the shirt I've worn. So that was really cool. And it's double-sided. So yeah, same thing on both sides. And this is a really, really awesome shirt. And it was actually cheap. It was like 9 or 10 bucks, but with shipping, it came up to like 20. And as you can see, the size says like, oh, blurry. Okay, there it is. Like triple X large. Trust me, it's not. That's just like, this is just like a regular XL shirt from Americans. And then I got this one because I wanted like all the like different colors of the nations, and it was kind of cool. It's like in space type thing. And I love when he's in his avatar pose. Like, it's just so awesome. Around this one just says regular XL, and it fits me just the same as the other one, but a little tighter, like slightly tighter. So I guess this would be mostly like a American large, and the 3XL be like a normal American XL. Decided to go with the entire cast. I can't really see who's right there, but it's wearing green, so somebody from the Earth Nation. And you see it's Sokka, Toph's head's cut off here, but you turn on the back, here's her head. Yeah, and it's from Avatar: Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. Now, technically, I am not a fan of Legend of the Korra. I do like the third season. Now, I own the third season of that on DVD, but for the rest of the show, I just couldn't get into it. And I tried really bad. Now, to be fair, The first half of the first season was really good. And I thought it was just like amazing. But then once all that like Bender tournament stuff started, it went downhill after that. It just took too long, and they was constantly doing the sport thing. And then when we found out the real reason why like the bad guy can take away people bending, that was just lame. I mean, it was a cool twist, but I was hoping it'd be something like totally different, but it wasn't. And there's Aang's son. Can't really see him if he's in the corner here, but yeah, he's there. And the back of the shirt is the exact same thing. Who is that right here? Is somebody like their face is completely cut off, but all you see is their arm. And that's it for now. I did want another Sailor Moon shirt. They got these really cool ones where it's Sailor Moon tuxedo mask, and they're in the poses of Batman and Robin from like the comic books and the cartoon series, and that's just really neat. All right, ladies.